Hi!
Hello!
We saw Kinky Boots
Yes!
tonight.
Friday evening, what a fun show to watch to start the weekend.
Did you like Kinky Boots?
Yes! I really had a great time.
Did
Yeah,
you have-
it's more than I was expecting.
Did you have high expectations at all? Or?
I don't know, I've been wanting to watch this play for a couple of, I don't know,
Years?
months? Well, years definitely, but like considering really watching it for this entire year to be true. And
Yeah, well, why didn't you go see it?
because I knew it was going to stay here, and
Yeah,
there were
that's
other
a long
ones
run.
were like really more urgent,
Yeah.
and yeah, the idea of going to a comedy show and really getting used to it.
Yeah,
is cool,
you don't like...
why should I go there to be entertained? Like I can go to a gay bar and go see a drag queen.
And actually the drag queens, the angels, I thought they were really honest to how drag queens usually are in bars. Like, that's what I see. Like when I go to a bar and see a drag queen, that's what I see.
Yeah.
You know.
Definitely, yeah.
I mean, they had amazing costumes.
Yes.
Like great.
Really is.
Oh my god! Like
So beautiful, and each
Yeah.
of them real specific and really like
Yeah.
different from each other.
in the runway, in the end, like was one I didn't know where to look at because each one of them were so well conceived.
Yes.
I think this time my favorite one was the more colorful one, the one that I couldn't give a name, but it had like the boots were in a shade of blue that looked so good.
Yeah, I think, and like a little like
It had some spots.
yeah, like a tiger, orange tiger kind of thing.
Yeah, there was an artist.
Yeah, that one was.
Yeah. And the boots look so good.
Yes. All the actors really convinced me. They were really into it and really having fun and telling the story and singing. Oh my god.
Really good cast.
Really good cast.
I
So
think
that's what
yeah.
makes a good evening in the end, right?
Yeah, and I
You
think
can have a good script, a good play, a good like plan, but in the end it's about what the people on stage are feeling and
definitely
portraying.
yeah, a bad I think that's what I'm thinking. Like a bad cast can totally ruin a show.
Yep.
And that's what I think. Like the last time I had seen Kinky Boots, it was on a Monday night, and the second understudy for Lola, he went on for the first time in his life.
Shit.
So like I saw that people were tweeting, "Oh my God, it's his first time!" So like
Yeah.
people were trying to get to the theater to see it, and I happened to see the show that
Yeah.
night. And although he was really good, it was his first night, so like he's not that comfortable with the character. So like the show that day to me was like, oh, this show is like, yeah. Simon Anthony Rodden was Lola, and he was really good.
She was amazing.
Yes.
Sang very well, acted very well.
At least tonight, for me, he was a great actor and a good singer.
Yes.
David Hunter was playing Charlie for I guess it's his second year. I saw him last year and I saw him now. He's really good. He's really good.
Yes.
He has command over that character.
Great acting.
Yes. Yeah. I think it's a new hobby of mine to watch actors respond to other actors while on stage. So like whenever Lola was talking to him, he was just like staring at Lola, and you could see lots happening in his face. Lauren was played by Verity Rushworth.
Yeah, the blonde girl.
Yeah,
she was like so good. Yeah, her song was just like so enjoyable. I really wanted to see more of her and more.
So the thing is that this character is great. That song is great. Like the number History of Wrong Guys is great. Like I saw it with three actresses, and every time it was like a showstopper. Like, they were really good. Yeah. So every time like the first time I saw it abroad, it was like, oh my God, this actress is amazing. And then I saw it in London, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so lucky. I get to see this actress, which is just as amazing. And then today was amazing, and it was a different take. So it really felt like in my mind, she had read that song like for the first time and had given her interpretation to it. Because some things that like the other actors, they played it a little differently. She played in a different way. So like there was a lot of choices that I was on board with it. I was like, yeah, like I didn't think it was like that. I never thought that line meant that. But okay, yeah, like chapter 1 he's a bum, 2 he's not into you, 3 he's like the other 2 actors that I saw, they portrayed this as like they were developing a tick. Like after 1 she's drunk, like it was a very strong tick, and today was maybe there was a bit, but it was very slight, so she didn't do it that way. She was just telling a story, like there was 10 guys, and I don't know if it was 10, I think it was 10, and she was telling the story of each guy, and that's how she approached it. Oh yeah, the beginning was very different, but it's difficult to explain. Like, she was like, oh no, oh my god, girl, I'm warning you, I think I have a crush. At least Annalie Ashford, she really looks like she believed it. Like, oh no, girl, I'm warning you. Like, no, oh yeah, but no. Like, it was like she was 2 characters. And today it wasn't like that. It was like she knew she was faking. She was like, girl, I'm warning you. But like she knows already that she's falling.
Yeah.
She's really good. She's really good. Yeah. Nicola was alright, but the part is alright, right? It doesn't do much. It doesn't even have a song.
No.
Yeah. I mean, she has some notes.
She sings. Yeah.
Some high notes, like.
Issues
are in my future. To me, today it was clear that what's not strong about this musical is the book. Right, because the songs are great, but like kind of like the story sometimes I feel that it's too cheesy, too cliche. Like for one, I know that like now I understand, like now I enjoyed it more today because now I understand that it is a family musical, right? It's not edgy. It's not supposed to be outside the box. Like, he has drag queens, but it's still like, it's not like it makes you think that much. Like,
yeah, it's a little bit like, I mean, you can think of it alongside Priscilla the Queen of the Desert in regards to being a family show. None of them are like, super sexualized or like super experimental or...
I think that the relations in Priscilla are stronger and they make me think more than in Kinky Boots. Kinky Boots, I feel like, at least for me, is just like to have a good time.
But I really like the racial relation in there. I think it's important that Charlie is white and he's like privileged and he's like, I have a hair.
Owns a factory.
He like his father owned the factory and then he has this legacy to carry on. And then Lola is quite the opposite. She was beaten up. She's black. She had a father who really taught her how to like fight and take care of herself. And we see her the first time we see her on stage, she's being beaten up, and she like performed because she needs to make ends meet, and then she loves that as well, of course. But yeah, I don't know.
No, but we don't get.
She's not wealthy. She doesn't have money, and that's what I like. That, like this relationship, it's not only about gender or like it gets a little bit deeper than that. But in the end, I wish it went further. It was just a little bit like some hints, some like, oh, interesting, a little bit, but thought-provoking, but not really emotionally, I didn't get that much involved emotionally with the drama.
They fell for so many typical cliches, like Charlie's always a good guy, and then out of nowhere he's offending Lola and saying very wrong things.
Yeah, that was very awkward.
Very quickly he regrets and he apologizes. He says, "Oh, you're the only man that I've ever known," and then Lola forgives him. So like this sort of thing, and Dawn also I don't know. You all felt very easy and not well developed. If you take it as a family show, it's great. To take it as a light comedy is great.
Yes.
If you try to take it as a political movement, oh my God, there are drag queens in the mainstream world and in a big musical, then it's questionable. Yes. Like, is this the best portrayal? Like, was this done carefully?
Yeah, I think it's very inspiring. I think it's very fun, and like it really like opens up a little bit the idea of like cross-dressing and being empowering the feminine side of people, and but yeah, it really has. You cannot take it as a revolutionary show or like a super feminist thing. Like
I mean, there were some very nice things. Like I think it's nice that it's kind of Lola's kind of straight, right? Like she likes girls apparently, and
when she's singing, he's singing in the nursery home. He says, "Oh, I'm a man. That's why I'm not like a usual entertainer." In front of his father and all that. There's kind of this coming out as a man, or like or this.
Well, but you can still call Lola she when she's performing.
Yes.
I mean, you should ask her. She gets to the small town as a guy. She just loses her strength, and then he says that he doesn't have the confidence of Lola.
Yeah.
Simon doesn't have the confidence of Lola, but at the same time, they give it a background that kind of it's because he had a difficult childhood, and then he went to this path of dressing up and becoming a woman to cope with that childhood. So it was like also an easy way out. This truly outstanding and uplifting show. Did you feel uplifted?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I have to agree with you. There's some hit songs. There's 3 or 4 songs, maybe 5, that are really like, oh my god, yes, really want to listen to this over and over. The more dramatic songs really didn't work out that well to me. They were interesting, but didn't feel very new or fresh or profound.
I like Soul of a Man.
I mean,
but tonight it was like I was like okay with it. It didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that special.
I don't know. I felt like his performance was great, but there was I just didn't get it. I'm not your father. I'm not my father's son was also like good, but like I see the parallel, but I mean it could have been more. I realized it is actually a bit formulaic in a way. That it is in the end about like the drag queens from the metropolis going to the countryside and shocking all the villagers and all the like small community, and this clash of cultures is the most fun to watch, and like you're making fun of how like the gay, well they're not gay actually, but like how the queer kinky people don't actually mix up with the industrial people, but in the end they create a community. So I mean the world as we are presented is straight, and then there are these weirdos, these freaks who are actually not those freaks, and that's what the show is about. So it's like integrating a lot of these weird people or people with weird habits into the world, and showing that they can also can contribute or contribute with like for the better, for the good of the community. This insistence that like he is a man, and what being a man is, it's like facing your fears, and like he's so like
facing the whole world and being strong.
Yeah, I really like how, I mean, hegemonic toxic masculinity is challenged, and how Charlie actually was not this toxic macho, but he was actually the one who needed learning.
Well, his friend was, right? The friend that he meets at the pub in the beginning of the... Yeah, so in the last time I had seen Kinky Boots, I had like, I really didn't like that, like he meets the friend, and the friend is looking at a woman's ass, and then in the end like he slaps the woman and the woman laughs at it. But I still don't like it, but I kind of understood a little bit more how it contributes to the story, because this is to show kinda that Charlie was a stereotypical straight guy going to stereotypical straight bars and straight friends that talk about women's parts.
Yeah.
You know, and then he meets Lola, so it's to show this contrast.
I mean, for me, it was very clear that it was 4 from the beginning. Now we've been saying a lot of things that didn't work, and I agree with them, but
it's still great.
It's really
it's still great.
I mean, yeah, it's really fun, and yeah, those hits you cannot find easy. And I was really like mesmerized with the looks and.
You cannot find those hits in any Andrew Lloyd Webber musical that you see around.
My experience.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, I had fun. I would recommend to people. I would pay 20, 30 pounds again. And it was just some things. That's what I liked. There were some things that were underdeveloped, but they were not bothering me. They were not like, ugh, this is like cheesy. This is like excessive. This is like doesn't make any sense. Like, oh, I'm bored or like anything like that. It was just, okay, just like okay, let's move on to the fun parts.
Yeah, but like I don't think like we said things that we didn't like about the musical, but doesn't mean that we can't give it 4 stars because we are decreasing from 5 stars. You know.
Yeah.
Like it could have been 5 stars, but they're better. Like if you had a better book, if like the subject of gender or like these more complicated themes had been worked more carefully.
Yeah, together with race, that would
but
have
like
been fun,
those songs, that cast, that set, like you had the potential to be amazing.
Yeah,
and then you like. So
I have to disagree with the songs. There are some songs that I don't think they are amazing.
True. So you give it 4 stars.
Yes, 4 stars.
Yeah, I'll give it a 4 stars as well. Yeah, like 3 is not fair. Like I want to give 3, but it's not fair. Like it's not just an average show. It's very well done. So yeah, it would have to be a hesitant 4 stars for me.
Yeah.
对，他虽然我最后我们还一直还抱有 cast 呢。